All right, here's the Armenian Arman Tsarukyan, a lightweight that many believe will one day be wearing UFC gold around his waist. The winning streak is in tow, and the strength of schedule has just been fantastic, really dating to the Makhachev fight back in 2019. At times, perhaps Tsarukyan has been a victim of expectation, but largely he has lived up to what was some appreciable hype when he signed with the UFC back in 2019. He has inched his way towards contention. He's a guy that some have called the boogeyman of lightweight division, a guy that a lot of people don't want to fight. Eventually, you gotta fight him. We'll see if he can rise to the occasion here tonight. All right, so Makhachev getting back on the proven ground here tonight, putting his undisputed UFC lightweight championship on the line. So much to love about this man's mixed martial arts acumen, his fight IQ, and you got to think it's going to take the very best out of his opponent to wrest the belt away tonight.
Anyone that hopes to beat Makhachev has to be on their game. Your wrestling's got to be on point. Your striking's got to be on point. But more than anything, you have to have a steel mind. You cannot break in front of Makhachev because he will then drown you. This guy is a champion for a reason. And as you have seen time and time again, Hasbullah joins the Dagestanis in the octagon. Perhaps that's an X factor tonight. The great Hasbullah in the corner of Makhachev.
Makhachev has graced the octagon. We are set to go for our main event of the evening. Our tail of the tape now for this lightweight championship fight. All right, now for the particulars, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Arman Tsarukyan. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Makhachev.
Herb Dean, third man in the octagon tonight. All right, round getting underway, and we take a look at the Combat Sambo World Champion and UFC lightweight contender, Makhachev. What will he do in this fight? Well, oftentimes he does whatever he wants to do. Certainly he can impose his will on the ground, where his game is just so nuanced when it comes to the throws and the trips and the manipulation of joints and everything else. But on the feet, in a kickboxing setting, this man is proven elite as well. A true 5-tool player who many believe by year's end could just be the king of the lightweight division.
Beautiful takedown lands there.
Pretty good execution on that early takedown. Everybody in this arena knew that he wanted to get the early takedown, and the opponent couldn't stop him.
Sometimes you're so good at something, it doesn't matter what your opponent's doing. This man is... he's in trouble. He's hurt bad. Lands a beautiful leg kick.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Oh, huge knee to the head. Perfectly timed and placed.
Oh, big elbow.
Oh, judo toss. Made it look easy. Takedown defense holds up. Short uppercut in the clinch by Tsarukyan.
Oh, nice right hands by the champ, yeah.
Unable to connect with the right. Now they are throwing both sides with conviction. Oh! Huge kick to the head. Just over 2 minutes, round one. Oh, beautiful takedown by him there as he lands another one. He's keeping the stat guys busy tonight, huh?
I mean, over and over, takedown attempt after takedown attempt, and the cardio. The cardio to wrestle that much is so impressive because his opponent is getting back to his feet, but he's got this ability to continue to chase takedowns. There it is. Now he's going to mount. Got to be very careful there.
Bronze fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Makhachev. Oh, his opponent squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any we've ever seen.
Final seconds. Second round, straight ahead. All right, heading back to the corner, and Makhachev's bleeding from the forehead a little bit, so we'll keep an eye on that as the fight continues. Hopefully the cut man can do his work and get it under control so it doesn't bleed down into the fighter's eyes. All right, so there is the horn. At times in that previous round, I didn't think we'd get here after that head kick nearly had him out of there.
It was a good round leading up to that, but when you take a head kick like that, when your opponent gets your entire body into that kick, usually the night's over. Very tough to still be standing, but he can't take many more like that.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round here. Straight right is there. And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands. Good, solid strike on the ground. All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC.
Getting them out here.
Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Makhachev.
This is a different position.
An elbow! Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
That was a slick transition.
Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Makhachev.
Great submission defense.
All right, dominant position for him here. Full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Makhachev. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire.
All these actions, though, these big actions got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
Makhachev's back in full mount.
Nice defense.
Landing strikes nicely here from top position. Oh, Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man, I feel for a wrestler.
Oh, he got saved by the bell there. He was getting absolutely starched on the ground, grounded and pounded. Thankfully, the horn came at a good time. You see, gingerly, he gets back to his feet. He'll go back to the stool now for 60 seconds. Now the onus is on his corner to try to keep him in the fight. All right, that's the end of the round as we show you some of the highlights over those 5 minutes. Really a clinic when it comes to the ground and pound.
Yeah, man, this is what you're taught. When you're learning to become a ground and pound fighter, you want to do it exactly like he did. Gain posture, have height, control hands and wrists. Land strikes, don't throw too many, throw just enough, control, throw again, control. He did it perfect.
You ready? You ready? Good.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Makhachev gets caught by that straight punch. His defense has abandoned him tonight. Oh, shot to the body connects there. He hasn't really thrown too many body strikes in this fight, but now, as this fight goes on, he is not discriminating, working the body, and those shots are going to count. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue.
He's got that single collar tie locked in.
Well, champ, I don't see that well, but it's hard to miss the redness underneath that elbow. A lot of bodily investment from his opponent tonight.
Yeah, it's an investment, John. It may not pay dividends right now, but the more you go there, the more damage you do, eventually it will show itself. And right now, it's starting to show.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Now some uppercuts.
He better move. Oh!
You go here. How about the speed with which he is able to just toss his opponent to the mat?
The moment they came close, he knows. I got to fire in my hips, load you up, and throw you. That's exactly what he did.
Oh, that is tight. Could be the beginning of the end. Making all these shots count. Makhachev's got him in a crucifix. Gonna work from the top now. A lot of top pressure being applied here. Just over 2 minutes to go.
Beautiful ground and pound. And now he's got his opponent cut. Great submission defense on display tonight. Great ground and pound by this man. Another ground and pound strike lands for this man. Always offensive. Lands a shot from the bottom.
All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and it's starting to show itself. Now he's going full mount.
Oh, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged battle there on the ground.
And both of these guys should feel pretty satisfied because they both had their moments and they both showed true skill on the ground.
All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. Certainly better to be below than above the eye, but the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. All right, back to the stools we go, and it's starting to look like a second mouth on his cheek.
Yeah, it looks terrible. I mean, the guy is getting hit with big shots. One big enough to open up a nasty cut on his cheek. While it's in a better spot, it still is very difficult to deal with.
Like if he absorbs another strike on that cheek, he might actually be able to eat through that cut on his cheek. I'm just saying.
He's got a big mouth.
Oh, beautiful straight right hand. All right, here we go. The tension is palpable. 4th round is underway. You've got a thing or two to say about these championship rounds.
The 4th round is easily the hardest round in fighting. You're so used to fighting up to 3. You got to get back off of that stool, and this is a real test of your will and desire.
Right over the top, right to the target. Let's see if his opponent can survive.
I cannot believe he is still standing after taking that punch.
All right, so the overhand has certainly been a big weapon for him here tonight. Look for him to go right back to it here if he can find an opening.
He's doing a really good job of getting on that high crotch and just following the action.
Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Still plenty of time with which to work here, round 4. Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Tsarukyan. All right, so not enough action there on the ground. The referee brings the fight back to the feet, and we are back underway.
Fight.
Just misses there with the left.
Now some separation from his clinch position.
Oh, he's landed a high number of total strikes here in the latter stages of this fight. He's really picked up the pace and landing far more strikes than he did in previous rounds. All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
Oh, you got to start to look to finish him now.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as...
Makhachev's trying for a submission here. Oh, it's tight. No, he's out. The fight's going to continue.
Oh, my goodness. I thought it was over. I thought this fight was over.
Well, sometimes our stat guys are stingy with these submission attempt numbers. There have been a lot of them here. Submission defense has held up every step of the way.
Yeah, he's a great grappler, and he's really, really good defensively because he is so aware of all situations when he's on the ground. He has done an amazing job staying out of those submissions.
Horn sounds for the end of round 4.
Stop!
All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up.
I want you to go out there and finish this fight.
Well, he had a lot more than a puncher's chance coming in. Big knockdown for him in the previous round. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He got in his opponent's face, landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on his back. He couldn't get the finish, but if he lands one more time just like that, he will get the victory.
You ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at this 5th and final round. Wind it up on the right there to no avail. Back to the feet now. Beautiful technique on the straight right hand. Unable to connect there. Misses again with a right punch. Nice. Nicely done. Swing and a miss with that punch by Tsarukyan. Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight. Punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down here tonight. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take.
He's got to find a way to finish this fight.
How good was that judo toss? Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Oh, big shots from the top. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. Tsarukyan is looking to pass into half guard here, but he's denied.
Not being just defensive, but offensive off of his back. Great punch lands.
All right, the referee not seeing enough action there. We go back to the center of the octagon now.
Ready? Come on.
That is it!
Oh! Woo!
I mean, you gotta be kidding me. Everybody here inside this arena digesting what they just saw. That is not a TKO, folks. That is a clean knockout result tonight.
I mean, just wow. What a performance by this young man, knocking his opponent out with a single shot like that.
All right, Bruce Buffer now inside the octagon has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 23 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout and new UFC lightweight champion of the world,